Well, I got the engine all together and I was getting ready for startup, and we've got a no start condition. So let me show you what it's doing. Just checking through all the bulbs. Everything's lighting up, and if I turn the key, nothing. So we have starter activation because the radio's turning off. I can hear a couple things clicking. And if we look over here, there is a blinking security light. It usually comes on and turns off for bulb check, but it is blinking right now. So the logic of that blinking security light right there is either on and off for regular bulb check, or blinking when it's in relearn, or it's out if there's a blown fuse. So obviously we don't have a blown fuse, and there's obviously an issue with the passkey. Another thing we can do to check is in case we have like a bad neutral safety switch, we can run a bypass test. So make sure your transmission is in park. If you have an e-brake, make sure your e-brake is on, and we're going to bypass the starter and see what the engine does. So let me get up underneath there and I'll show you where we need to hook up a wire. So hang on. So this is the front of the subframe. This would be the radiator support right here and the tranny cooling lines. Right there is the starter, and this small wire is the solenoid activation. I know it's kind of hard to see in there. So I have an alligator clip hooked up to that. So I'm not going to sit up under here with a screwdriver, because that's not quite as practical. If I can, there we go. You can see the wire here. Clip to the small terminal. Key is on, car is in park, and like I said, park brake is on. Let me get up on top, give me a second. Now the pass key deactivates the fuel pump and the starter, so the computer will prime the fuel pump but won't continue to run to keep the car going. So what we're going to hear, if it's a pass key issue and not a neutral safety switch issue, is it's going to start and then shut off. So we'll touch that wire to the positive, and it's going to run for a couple revolutions and then stall. Yep. And we got a exhaust leak I gotta fix, but that would be a pass key issue. Fuel pump is not running and the starter is not activating. Now if it was a bad neutral switch, it would continue to run. So I got some jumper cables hooked up. Supposedly the blinking security light is in relearn mode, probably because I left the key on when I hooked up the battery. The key was not in the off position when I hooked up the battery, and I think that's what tripped the passkey to go into lockout. So I'm going to try a relearn and see what happens. I tried the relearn on it with the key on and waiting, and turn it off, waiting, and turn it back on, and the security light just keeps blinking non-stop. So I'm going to follow what Scanner Danner does and going to start tracing the wires that goes to that resistor pill. So I'm going to start taking this apart down here. So I got to take this cover off. So there's one screw there, one screw there, and then there's a one-way nut right here. I can drop this panel down, and then I can fish this OBD port and the hard to see it, the light bulb socket out, and then I'll get those wires. So I'll turn the camera on once I get to that point. Well, I've gone up underneath here and cut the wire, run up to the resistor pill and the key. So this is my column side. I don't know if you can see the steering column right there. And then that is the passkey side. So one really good video done by Scanner Danner is he showed that it's a 5-volt ref and it's a pull down circuit. So when you put your resistor in, it drops the circuit down, or the voltage down to that circuit, and then the computer reads that voltage and then unlocks the car. So I can test for 5 volts here, and then we can test for resistance over here. So I got my voltmeter set to DC. Let's see if I can't set you guys up someplace so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll try and turn the key on and set the camera so you can see that I have my 5 volts there, so hang on. Okay, I'm going to show you I have 0 volts. I'm going to hold that on those wires going to the pass lock. I'm going to put you on pause as I turn the key on, then I'll pick the camera back up. Okay, there's my 5 volt reference coming from the pass lock side, or pass key side, so I know that's good. Okay, on this other one, we're going to have to test for resistance with the key in. Let me see if I have an open circuit or if I have any connection to the resistor, so let me get that set up and we'll put the key in and out and see what happens with the resistance test. Okay, I can see the resistance on the key. I'm going to turn it to the on position, and now I have an open circuit in the on position, so we got a wire issue on the tumbler. So if I play with it, I can see the key, but for the run and the start position, I am seeing an open, so I have a wire issue in the key. So, problem solved. I gotta get a resistor to put into that wire or replace the key switch on this, but I'm gonna go the easy route. I'm gonna just put a resistor in the wire like everyone else does. And well, I got a pack of 15 of these different resistors to eliminate these vehicle anti-theft systems, or the Passkey 2 on this one. Passkey 3 would be the later year chips. So what I did is found one that had the same resistance as the key, and if it'll focus, I just set it on the wires to the Passkey module. Now when I turn my ignition key on, you'll see the security light is no longer blinking. One second. Security light is the one all the way on the right. It's staying solid, and it goes out. It's no longer blinking. We are in business. So, I'm going to solder that in off camera. So, as I said earlier, I'll put some video links into the description below the video for anyone else looking for any information. So, hope that helps. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.